Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Rhea Ripley came out on the September 29 episode of Raw in the opening segment, and she made a huge challenge involving herself and Io Sky. However, the genius of the Sky had different plans, only for things to quickly go awry. In the immediate aftermath of Raw last week, we saw Ripley come out and confirm that she knew it would all come down to this. While she expected that from the Kabuki Warriors, especially Asuka, she was more mad about what they did to Io Sky. So she challenged the Kabuki Warriors for a tag team match, with Ripley teaming up with Io. While it wasn't explicitly stated that this was a challenge for Crown Jewel, it's easy to presume it was because it's happening in Perth, Australia. Io Sky told Rhea Ripley that she hated to admit it, but she was right about the Kabuki Warriors. But despite the challenge Ripley made, Io said she still loved them and they were family, so she needed time to think and she walked away. Immediately, the Kabuki Warriors jumped Ripley, and Io Sky swooped in to make the save. Presumably anticipating this, Asuka took mere seconds to mist Io Sky. Io was completely covered in mist, with even her teeth being covered in the turquoise-green color. So now that this happened, we can likely assume that the match will take place at Crown Jewel 2025, with Ripley and Io teaming up together. Following this, WWE will make their way to Japan, and perhaps that's where there could be a continuation of this rivalry on the Super Show. Either way, the Kabuki Warriors have been raising hell, and in the video package before they jumped Rhea Ripley, Asuka told Io that she could still join them and be a part of their family. Rhea Ripley makes a huge challenge for Crown Jewel, but Io Sky has different plans as the landscape of WWE continues to shift with every passing week, and the women's division becomes more unpredictable than ever before. Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown have been building towards major showdowns for the Saudi Arabia Premium Live event, and fans were already buzzing over the speculation of who might step forward to challenge the Eradicator. But the story took a shocking twist when Io Sky decided to insert herself into the conversation in a way that nobody saw coming. Ripley has been one of the most dominant forces WWE has seen in years, carrying herself with the aura of a true star, blending her powerhouse ability with a fearless attitude that makes her stand out not just in the women's division but across the entire company. Every time she steps into the ring, her presence feels larger than life, and that is exactly why her announcement for Crown Jewel turned so many heads across the WWE universe. Crown Jewel has become one of WWE's flagship international events, consistently delivering high-stakes matches and dramatic storylines that ripple across the calendar year. And when Ripley grabbed a microphone to declare her intentions, she did not hold back. The Eradicator stated that she was tired of being overlooked when it comes to main event spots and world-shattering rivalries, making it clear that she wanted not just any match in Saudi Arabia, but the biggest match possible. Her challenge was framed as a statement of dominance, as Ripley openly dared any woman in WWE to step up to her at Crown Jewel, promising that she would crush whoever had the courage to face her. This declaration electrified the fans, but what made the moment even more gripping was what happened immediately afterward when Io Sky emerged to confront her. The genius of the Sky, who has carved out a reputation as one of the most unpredictable and innovative performers in modern WWE history, walked onto the stage with her trademark mix of confidence and defiance. Io Sky has been riding her own wave of momentum since capturing championship gold and aligning herself with Damage CTRL. And while her path has not always been smooth, she has consistently managed to stay relevant by mixing breathtaking athleticism with her no-nonsense attitude. Instead of answering Ripley's challenge directly, Io Sky flipped the script, declaring that Ripley would not dictate terms when it came to Crown Jewel. In front of a live crowd, Io Sky made it clear that she had different plans altogether, suggesting that she intended to steal the spotlight for herself rather than allowing Ripley to frame the narrative. The tension between these two top-tier athletes quickly became the talk of the night, with fans and analysts alike debating what Io Sky's next move might be. Was she planning to hijack Ripley's challenge and redirect it towards her own agenda? Was she setting up a clash between the two of them that could easily headline Crown Jewel? Or was Io Sky playing mind games designed to throw Ripley off her balance just weeks before one of the biggest events of the year? The dynamics are fascinating because Ripley and Io Sky represent two very different archetypes in WWE. Ripley is the towering powerhouse who breaks down her opponents with brute strength and intimidation, while Io Sky embodies speed, creativity, and high-risk maneuvers that can end a match in the blink of an eye. A collision between them would be the perfect showcase of styles. A true David versus Goliath scenario where both women's strengths would be tested on the grandest stage. The reactions on social media were immediate and intense. Hashtags featuring both Ripley and Io Sky trended worldwide as fans speculated about the possibilities. Some argued that Ripley should face a more established veteran at Crown Jewel, perhaps someone like Becky Lynch or Bianca Belair, who have long-standing rivalries with her. Others insisted that Io Sky was the perfect choice to inject freshness into the card, especially given her international star power and history of excelling under high pressure. WWE commentators added fuel to the fire by questioning whether Ripley might regret issuing such an open-ended challenge, as Io Sky is not the type of competitor who backs down or plays by anyone else's rules. This storyline also intersects with larger narratives in WWE, particularly the ongoing tension within Damage CTRL and the way Ripley's dominance has affected her Judgment Day stable. Ripley has been at the heart of Judgment Day's rise, often serving as the strategist and emotional anchor for the group. Her decision to make Crown Jewel about her own dominance could potentially strain that faction if her focus shifts too heavily onto personal glory. Meanwhile, Io Sky's determination to blaze her own trail, even at the expense of clashing with one of WWE's most feared women, reflects the growing sense that Damage CTRL members are no longer content to follow a singular direction. If WWE chooses to book Ripley versus Io Sky at Crown Jewel, it could mark a turning point in the women's division. Not only would the match be a clash of two international stars with massive followings, but it would also send a clear message that WWE is committed to elevating women's storylines to the same epic scale as the men's. Crown Jewel has often been criticized in the past for sidelining women or limiting their opportunities, but in recent years the company has worked to reverse that perception, and a marquee battle between Ripley and Io Sky could further cement that progress. From a storytelling perspective, the possibilities are endless. Will Ripley's raw strength prove too much for the high-flying daredevil? Will Io Sky outwit and outpace the Eradicator with her unpredictable arsenal of moves? Could outside interference from Damage CTRL or Judgment Day tilt the scales in one direction or another? WWE has the opportunity to weave all of these threads into a must-see spectacle. As the road to Crown Jewel continues, fans will be watching every promo, every backstage segment, and every interaction between these two superstars to see how the rivalry unfolds. What makes the scenario even more compelling is that neither woman can afford a loss right now. Ripley has been carefully positioned as a nearly unstoppable force, and a defeat at Crown Jewel could derail months of momentum. On the other hand, Io Sky has finally broken out of the shadow of her allies and established herself as a main event player, and falling short against Ripley might reinforce old criticisms that she cannot finish the job on her own. That high-stakes backdrop ensures that no matter how WWE decides to play this story, the drama will be palpable. In the coming weeks, fans can expect verbal fireworks, physical confrontations, and plenty of speculation about how this Crown Jewel showdown will ultimately take shape. Rhea Ripley's bold challenge was meant to assert her dominance, but Io Sky's refusal to fall in line has turned what could have been a straightforward announcement into one of the most intriguing storylines in WWE today. The WWE Universe thrives on unpredictability, and with two of the most dynamic women in the business now circling each other, Crown Jewel may deliver one of the most unforgettable matches of the year. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.